Today's gonna be a fun one. Today I'm gonna be going over the list. And this list is actually from the video. If you haven't seen it, it'll be down there in a link, maybe at the end of this thing. But Weiss Schwarz, we got problems, and I need your help. Basically, I made a list of items that I felt like new players and even the community themselves need to be aware about. I wanted to spur on some discussions and even try to figure out some ways of um, fixing these problems, right? Not every one of them is fixable. More, it's like you need to realize what's actually happening and, maybe adjust your attitudes or, buying habits or whatever else it is um, to just help this game along. And again, for new players, this is very important because, again, if you want to play, if you want to collect, if you want to invest, it's a good thing, again, to know what you're getting yourself into. You don't want to just blindly spend your money on something and um, feel like you didn't get what you expected. I know, again, I work hard for my money. You probably do as well. So, I think a more informed community is the best way we can grow this game. And again, I like this game. I love it, actually. I love the anime. So I want to see it do well, succeed in the future. So this is a very important topic. Like I said, if you do not understand what is inside of a pack, booster box, case, master case, then you need to go back to the video I made yesterday. It was Weiss Schwarz New Person Guide. Um, I told you to buy a booster box, what's inside of it. You need to really understand that one. I did make a mistake in it, which I'm going to fix in this, but we are going to go through that. So if you don't know that, go back, watch that, then come back to this thing. If you already understand mapping, you definitely don't want to watch this. This is going to be a long one. So again, this is going to be a long video, but again, this is super important for everyone to understand if you're going to be buying any sort of product. Okay, and again, last pack magic is almost a myth, just because you'll see what I mean when you get into this video. Okay, so what Bushy Road does is they almost guarantee drops per case in a box in a master case. Basically, they took the stance of we are giving you a bunch of, there's a bunch of different rarities, and we're going to guarantee certain ones inside of all of that stuff. I say almost guarantee because production issues do happen. Sometimes you're not going to get what you expect. Sometimes you're going to get more than what you expected. But basically, at this point, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to see the same kind of numbers per case, per master case, right, of what you're going to get. So going back, a play set, again, consists of 4 of each common, uncommon, rare, double rare, climax, common, climax, rare. And I sat there one day and I'm like, okay, that's weird. How come Weiss Schwarz, I even did a video on it. How come Weiss Schwarz has play sets where people sell play sets, make it and all that? Again, I know why people make it. It's very profitable. But again, how are you still able to do that? Like, how do you know that if I get this, a booster box and I get packs and all of this stuff, that what's going to come out of it is going to give me enough to make a playset to sell to somebody? Like, how do I know that? And the reasoning, again, is because they almost guarantee what's going to come out of there. So the most rare thing from a playset is double rares, right? So, again, if you think about Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, how many boxes or packs do you have to open to get 4 of something really rare? It's really impossible, right? It's hard to do that. So, because I was in there and I'm like, why are people not doing that with Pokemon? I'm like, maybe they just like cracking packs. I don't know. But no, it's because of the randomness of it. And again, the double rares being the most rare, you get 5 per box guaranteed. It varies by set depending on how many double rares are in it. In Data Live, there's 10, so 5 per box. Let's say there is a set that has 13, like some of the ones coming out in Japan. If you have 13, the drop rate is different, right, for the amount of double rares. But for a normal set, you're looking at 5 double rares per box, which Data Live was. So then you're going, okay, I got 10 double R's, I need 4 to make a playset. So here's the math, I need 40. So on average, you need to open 8 boxes. Again, there's going to be duplicates, but law of averages, right? You're going to eventually hit it where 8 boxes are at. You might have to open 9 because of duplicates, maybe 10, but eventually it all evens out to 8. Okay, so that's how they're able to do that. But if you think about that, extrapolate that out, there are other things, right? Like triple rares, super rares, SPs, and in that last video, I was saying how many you would get of each. Okay, so that is where we are going to be talking about today, because this is a thing where you're able to figure out by process of elimination or mapping that what is in, maybe the last 2 boxes inside of that case, maybe the last 3. Again, it is important to know that the contents of each box is known. We just don't know where it is in the case. Like, it could be in the top left, it could be in the bottom right, it could be somewhere in the middle. We don't know. We just know that one of these boxes are going to have a certain setup, well, multiple, and we're going to walk through that today. Okay, so what it comes out to be is this is the per case rate. It follows this. We get 7 boxes with 1 SR, your worst looking one, 43.75% of the time, so 7 divided by 16. And then you're going to get 6 boxes with 1 SR, 1 double R, 2 boxes with 1 SR, 1 SP, and 1 box with 1 triple rare and 1 SP. So 3 out of 16 boxes are going to have a SP. And it's very important, again, like I said in the last video, this is per case. This isn't just like scratch cards, right? Like on the back of a scratch card, you're going to see odds. It says like 1 out of 4.25. But if you scratch 5 cards, you could still lose on that. 1 out of 4.25, that means every 5 you should win. So you go to the store, you buy 5, and you still lose on all 5. That's because it's not guaranteed in that line, right? This case, per case rate, actually is basically absolute, for this, at least Data Live, right? And any set that has kind of a similar setup, you're going to have this hold true, right? And that's why it's important, what I said in the last video, you have a case and you have a master case, because master cases have secrets inside of them. So you need that whole sealed box. And this one, you need a whole sealed case. You can't just buy 16 random ones and have this distribution hold true. Okay, so if you're looking for an actual signed card, your best shot at doing that is by opening a sealed case. Okay, so again, I wanted to have a little exercise for you all. It took me a while to animate this, so I hope I never have to do anything like this ever again. And anyways, I put this in the top left so you can remember the distribution. So here are 16 boxes, so a whole case. So again, with 16 boxes in a sealed case, you have the following distribution. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of these. And I think at some point I just started blowing through them because I didn't want to animate anymore. I might have done it all 16 on this one. Okay, so here is a running total, and here is what you just opened. So inside of this entire box is 1 SR. You're going to get the other stuff in it, right? I didn't bother writing that. But again, we're just looking for that one fancy premium foil. You're still going to get, like I said in the last video, you're going to get the 5 double rares. You're going to get rares. But you're going to get the fancy foil being 1 SR in that one. Okay? So this running total is based off this up above. So that was box 1. My box 1 really didn't do well, so I'm moving on. So again, we have one SR here, and the total updates to 2. So you get the idea. We're just going to plow through this box, this case, and the next one we get a little luckier. It's the 6 boxes, 1 SR, 1 triple rare, and then updates. So you could see how I think you're getting the idea, right? That if you are a person that has a case, you can just go through here, start writing it down, or mapping. So that's why they call it mapping. You can tell what's left in this box. So we hit our first SP, and it's the best one. It's the triple rare with the SP. So that is off the board, right? That's our only one. So going forward, you're not going to get a box with this setup. It's already gone. Next box, SR. Next one is SR SP, which is here. So again, now you're down to 1. You have 1 left. SR, SR triple rare. So again, what you're really hoping for is that you're going to find this SP sooner than later, right? There are reasons why people do that, and let's see. So we're going to keep on going, and we get another SR triple rare, SR. I color coded this just to, blue is just your non-fancy one. So we're getting all the way down here. We're getting close to the end of the box, right? So where are we? We hit 6 SRs, and again, that's out of 7. We hit 5 SRs and triple rares, so we got 1 left. SRSP, we have 1 left, and this one's out of there. So we actually have 1 of each left of one of these 3, okay? And next we have the SR triple rare, so we hit that. That one's off the list, so we're down to SR or SRSP. This is kind of that moment, right? 50-50 shot. Which one do you think it is? So if I go and open number 15, that gives me SRSP, and that takes them all out. So what you're left with is box number 16. And what happens here with box number 16, you could run into somebody that is selling 1 box of this. They open the case, they have 1 box left, and when you go to buy it, you're going to get nothing but an SR in it. So you see how this is good and bad, right? You can get a sealed box, which is nice, but at the same time, what's inside of it isn't something that you actually want. So this is where the value of mapping comes in, depending on who you are. If you were the mapper, you already know that this is not worth opening. You don't need that SR. Maybe you're still going to open it because you have to make a playset. But if you're looking for SPs, you might actually stop here and sell this to somebody. So depending on the person, they might open it again. All right, next one. So if you saw what I did on the last one, this is out of 16. This is 32. So what this really is a whole case. Master case. What I wanted to show was what all 32 would have looked like. So again, we're just going to go through this exercise. Yeah, there we go. I kind of blew through it. As in, I didn't animate any of it. I just wanted to get to it. So as you can see here, the SPs are here. You have a SEC and SPs. At this point right here, so if I went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the person could totally stop and sell 9 boxes here. Even though there's an SR triple rare, SR triple rare, there's 2 of them left, they can easily choose to sell these 9 because they know all the SPs are gone. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you. Like if I get these 3, I have no incentive to move forward anymore. And again, this is where mapping is a good thing, and this is where mapping is a bad thing, depending on who you are. If you know all of this guaranteed drops, then you can get all the SPs out of here and then sell the rest and make even more money. Or you could go ahead and open the rest because you're just making play sets. So it just depends. But as the customer, if you're one of these people that got the 9, yeah, you'll be happy about this SR and triple rare. But the other 7 people that, whoever buys these 7 boxes are definitely not going to be happy with what they're seeing. Okay, so this does happen. I don't think it happens. Well, I don't know. I can't tell. I buy from places that I know that I've gotten good boxes from. So for me, I haven't really ran into this issue, but there are people out there that have bought boxes that get paranoid by what they get because again, you can't trust this unless you see it with your own eyes that this comes from a case. You just have to believe in the person. Okay. All right, so that was actually booster boxes. So, and the reason why I was saying about the whole last pack magic thing was because, let's go back here. If I go back here to this setup, if I cross out all these and I get to here, number 15, 16, you could very well just know that one of these 2 boxes have SPs in it. So when I see videos of people opening boxes, and again, this may be the paranoia, skepticism coming in, but sometimes, right, they open very few product, but seem to always get a sign card, something really shiny, and that makes you wonder. Sometimes it's just really, really good luck, or maybe these were mapped and the video camera was turned on for them. But anyways, so here we are. Those were boxes. Now we're going on the packs. Again, with the packs, I'm going to do the same exercise this time around. I put the box statistics here. Again, knowing if you remember this setup and you're pulling these boxes, and then also what's inside of an actual pack, we're going to run through this exercise. This is where I messed up actually. I said that you get 1 super rare in every box. That's not true. There is that one setup right here that doesn't have a super rare. It's replaced with a triple rare. So that was my mistake on the last one. So again, we're going to go through the packs here. And this is the whole thing why I said the last pack magic doesn't happen in some cases. So, okay, so if I pull the rare and then I pull an SP, again, what's left in the actual pack here is you're going to get a pack with 13 to 14 rares, 5 double rares, 1 super rare, which again could be a triple rare. You're going to get that, and then you're going to get possibly an SP, possibly a triple rare. So what I see in videos is, let's see, so we're going to go here. That's our first double rare. Again, you get 5 of them. And then I went through the animation real quick. So now we're on 2 double rares and a shiny card. So with an SP, remember, an SP can be one of these 2 setups. So again, you can kind of map this out. If I have an SP, then I am looking for an SR triple rare, and at this point I'm looking for 2 double Rs. That's what's left in this pack, in these packs anyways. So we got down to this next row, and we have 4 double Rs and 1 SP. So again, we're missing 1 double R and a triple rare or an SR. So the next pack we pull is an SR. So at this point, depending on the set, this is where we are. Like if you want to take a pause here, we are at SR 1, SP 1. You're good. Those things are eliminated at this point. So we know we're on this box setup. We know at this point that there is 1 double R missing. So there was a video I did about play sets, and normally, depending on the set, if you have 4 different colors, you're going to get 1 of each color. From there, you can basically surmise like what this fifth card is going to be. So if it happens to be Yoshino or Origami from Data Live, you know that that was one of the weaker double rares. So at this point, you can actually choose to stop, right? Depending on what double R this is. And now that you got the SR, you could basically stop and just be like, all right, I'm not going to open anymore. If your double R was real expensive, you might just keep going to try to get it. Again, if you're making a playset, you're going to just keep going because you're going to get it. But at this point, now you have a decision to make. You have opened the fifth double R, right? 5 double R's, 1 SP, 1 SR. The box is dead. There's 3 left. So I've seen videos where someone's like, hopefully there's last pack magic, and I'm like, it's already done. You're done. You got these 2 shinies, you got the 5, you're done. Right here, what you have is nothing but packs that are gone. This is what these are. So I've opened Data Live, and I know, because this happened to me, that these packs have nothing but just a regular rare inside. So I didn't open them, and again, I'm not going to sell them. I think that's pretty scummy to do. But what I'm doing is keeping it for my own collection because I just think it looks cool. You know, have an unopened pack. But no, I mean, I know there's nothing that's going to be good in it. But again, so when you buy a loose pack, you're running the risk that this thing has nothing in it. But again, you always see people opening random pack and getting a random SP. So it's up to you on what you think of that. But if they're just really lucky or if they just know that that really is an SP. And again, that happens. You get lucky. Some people don't know. But at the same time, if you actually map this thing out, you'll have an idea of what's actually inside of it. Okay, so as we see, the last 3 are just regular rares. So that's why I say last pack magic is a myth, because at the same time, you know, if the SP wasn't pulled here, you could kind of, actually, if there was no SP here, you can always assume that down here is maybe a chance at it, so it can happen. But I'll take it back and say, if you remember the last slide here, since we mapped this out, you can basically target which one. Like if the SP wasn't up here and this was the last one, last box, you'll know an SP is in here somewhere. And if you get down to this point and didn't pull an SP yet, then it might be in one of these last 3. So mapping Bushy Road giving guaranteed drops kind of takes the fun away out of opening packs, right? Because once you figure all this out and map it all out, the magic's kind of gone. Once you start getting into enough boxes, into enough packs, you'll understand. Same thing with this one. I wanted to do it one more time. And again, we don't know the box setup. Like I didn't go back and pick one from that last mapping case that we did, but I'll give you an example here. So of what I was just talking about. We have rare, we open the first 5 packs, we get a double R. We open the next 5 packs and we get 2 double R's, so we're at 3. So nothing fantastic is happening here. We are at 4 and 11, and now we get our SR. So at this point, we are looking at one of 3 scenarios right here, right? The 7, 6, or 2. If I open the next pack, I get a double R. So now you have to question yourself. This is when you start thinking about life here. You have 5 double R's. You have 11 rares, so it doesn't tell you much yet. And you have 1 SR. So your fancy card is already gone. You have a possibility of pulling a triple rare or SP. What are you going to do? Obviously, the answer is you're going to go. Unless you were mapping out your case, you would already know. If I open the next one, it's just a regular. If I open the next one, it's a regular. So at this point, it's leaving me with all your options are still available, actually. Because it could be SR, SP, SR, triple rare, or just an regular SR, which you already have, but it's going to be 1 rare left. And of course, you're going to get an R. for the most part, because why I put it that way, 43% of the time you're going to have that happen. Okay, so there was going to be a quiz. Obviously, this is Rosalia singer, Aina Aiba. This is her when she was actually teaching English. It was a funny video on YouTube, so if you want to watch that, check that out right here. So I want to make sure that you grasp all that. So if I pull in, it's actually supposed to be A, five double rare SRSP. Are there any other premium foils remaining in my current box? So yes or no. Again, 5 double R's and R SRSP. I'll give it a minute. Not a minute. And no. Okay, the answer is no. Obviously, with the setup that we have, SRSP, you got your premium out of it. You got your 5 double R's, you're out. Doesn't matter. This could happen on pack number 7. It could happen on pack number 15. Once you have that, the 16th one, or whatever is left, it's gone. Okay, buying loose packs and boosters never contain premium foils. Premium being triple rare, SP, SEC. And that's false. Again, you can have just random luck. And again, there's not everybody in the world that's trying to scam you. So even though I had this video about mapping, you need to understand that not everybody's here doing that. There's plenty of stores out there that you will be able to buy a loose pack, loose booster box, and actually get something nice. But at the same time, knowing that people can map this, you really need to find a place that you can totally trust, or at the very least buy a case or watch that case being opened in front of you. So again, that's why it's important to see a local store, just to make sure if you want to split a case with somebody, or be there and actually just pick your boxes as it's being opened the first time. Because again, once it's open and people start opening, if people realize that the signature cards are already gone, like all 3 were bought, then you just have a box with boosters in it. And again, you might need some of those cards, but if you're looking for SPs, you're out of luck then. It's already been bought. Okay, box number 12 always has an SP in it. And that is false, obviously. Again, it's random inside of the box. It gets, it could be in the top left, it could be in the middle, it could be on the right. We don't know. Again, inside of a case what the drops will be. You just don't know which box it is. Trial Decks has the same issue. Answer's true. So I can do something about the probability of trial decks later. But yeah, this has the same issue. So you're going to want to watch out when you buy trial decks as well, because you're going to hit that issue. Okay? So again, that is the reason why, if you've seen me, have bought a box of 6, because inside of that box of 6, you are guaranteed to have one of these fancy premium foils in there. If you just buy a random loose one, like this, it could have already had, out of that 6, the one could have already pulled and you got sold one knowing that there's nothing in it. So having 6 guarantees you a premium. Again, it could be a sign card, it could be a triple rare, but at least you know it's in the 6. And again, not every store does that. Some stores will just literally open a whole box and sell it as is, 1 through 6, not opening one for them. Like, they don't actually open it and know what's inside of it. So again, up to you. If you're paranoid, buy 6. Or if you can be around the store when they open it. Okay, I'm going to open 6 booster boxes. What are my chances at an SP? So I don't know why I named this, I didn't put it as a question, but someone asked me this, so I'm going to answer that now. So, as you saw, if you are opening 6 booster boxes and you're looking for an SP, we know there's 3 out of 16 boxes that have an SP inside of it. So doing a little bit of math, and we get 18.75. You are opening 6 boxes out of 16, so that's 37 and a half. Multiply those things together, and we get 7%. So your chances at opening an SP with 6 booster boxes under a normal setup rate, again, that's very important, because some sets have different SP amounts in it, but in general, and this held true for Data Live, you're going to see a 7% chance at it. So again, that seems kind of low, but your chances were low to begin with. That right? Yeah, I guess that's right, 7%. And final thoughts. So again, the real point of this is a lot of people are coming into this new. You're coming in from places like Pokemon and Magic the Gathering that you think you can just open a pack and randomly you're going to get a really nice card. But in Weiss, that's not actually true. With guaranteed drops, you're only going to get so many different things inside of it per case. So I want you to not be this naive and innocent Toka. Don't be suckered by people that have just a nice smile and want to offer you help. Really what you want to do is educate yourself, watch some videos, go out there and find some resources. Ask me questions, ask somebody questions about the game, and if you're looking for percentages again, feel free to look for other people, but don't just take one person's advice, go look for others, because you can end up crying because you didn't get the card you want, you lost a lot of money, or you could be happy. You get some, I don't know how to describe this, but it could work out in your advantage and you're very happy with the result. So, again, this is a lot, so hopefully you got out of it. I just want to make sure that, when you go out there, hit the World of Weiss, hit stores and all that, go and buy product, that you realize that you don't have, you have a fair chance of getting an SP unless you don't know where you're buying from. So just make sure that you buy from a reputable place. Go to your local LGS, try to buy that. If not, buy from online, ask around for some reputable stores, and then enjoy yourself, play the game, have some fun. Okay? All right.